Secretary of State Mike Pompeo making comments after fresh meetings with Turkish officials over the disappearance of Jamal Khashoggi. Here's what he said. It runs a couple minutes.
They want to complete their investigation, and then they will have a process. I'm sure they will have their own prosecutors looking at this as well, since it took place in their country, albeit on consulate property.
Have you heard or asked to hear the alleged audio on the actual move?
I don't have anything to say about that.
Do you believe that there actually was an incident that took place in the consulate after your talks here in Turkey?
Mr. Khashoggi's missing.
And do we think he's missing the consulate?
I'm not going to get ahead of. We have two countries conducting investigations. They'll do that, and the world will get a chance to see the facts that they turn up during their investigation.
How high up do you think this goes? I mean, MBS told you guys.
They're gonna do their investigation. I know you all are gonna ask questions. I'm gonna be very consistent. We're gonna give them the space to complete their investigations of this incident, and when they issue their reports, we'll form our judgment about the thoroughness, depth, and the decisions they make about accountability connected to that.
But the Saudis lied initially, saying that he left the building. I mean, that's obviously.
We'll see what the investigation shows.
Sir, what we saw in public looks like business as usual. Could you talk a little bit about how the tenor of your private conversations?
You mean with the Turks today?
With the Saudis.
Well, I think I've said all I'm going to say about the conversation with the Saudis. Look, we had very direct conversations about this, the seriousness of this, how serious President Trump is taking this, how serious the United States will take this. No one should mistake that we're looking to see the results of these investigations too, and we think it's important that they get them right, and we're hopeful it'll happen quickly as well. But as for responses that the United States will take, we need to know the facts before we can begin to formulate what the appropriate response for this would be.
All right, well, you were listening there to Mike Pompeo making comments on the investigation, the ongoing investigation into the missing Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. He earlier said, talking about the importance of that investigation, complete it in a timely fashion. He said, we received commitments that they would complete this, and I'm counting on them to do that. What you just heard from him there on his trip, do the investigation, give them the space that they need to complete this, and then we'll make some decisions based on that. So Mike Pompeo really sharing with all of us, he wants to see how this plays out before he says any more.
Should be back in the U.S. sometime around 6 o'clock Eastern time later tonight, and more to come when that happens.